Okay, now that everybody's learned how to make a sheet of Angelina, I want to show you another fun thing to do. And it's two things. We're going to make a sheet of Angelina with threads, and as you see here in my little dish, these are all the little threads that I've used to make a quilt, and I just keep saving them. I think we all do. And we're going to use the Pearl Essence Angelina, so we have 2 sheets of the Angelina. We're again going back with our ironing surface, pressing sheet, and our iron on the silk setting. So we want to open up our little pressing sheet here. We're going to use the first layer of Angelina, so you can see that with the Pearl Essence. So you have the first sheet of Angelina, then we're going to take just little parts of the thread that we have left over from our project. So this is going to make a fun little sheet that has some texture to it. And it's going to have the colors in there that you've just quilted into your quilt. So you can either add this to your quilt, or you could make the little label on the back and have this a part of it, or you can make some beads. So here's my second layer of Angelina. My sheet of Angelina I'm going to lay right on top of the layer of the Angelina and the threads, so 3 parts there. And I'm going to take my iron and I'm going to go across the pressing sheet and back over one more time, because we have 2 layers of Angelina there. And then we're going to let that cool for a minute. So if you're going to, that's going to be the sheet that I'll show you. But if you're going to make beads, I have 3 little wooden sticks here. One is an orange wood stick, the other one is a chopstick and or a pencil. So we have small, medium, and large, depending on the size of the bead that you want to make. I prefer to use the orange wood stick because it makes the smallest in diameter. So I'm going to open it up now that I've fused those 2 together, and you can see how really pretty that is with all the little threads in there and the sparkle. So you could use that as far as your label on the back, or maybe quilt it into your quilt somehow. So I'm going to take my orange wood stick in order to make my bead. I'm going to start off rolling and then fold over my pressing sheet and press along the orange wood stick just gently. Let that cool for a split second. Open it up and I'm going to continue. That just holds it in place. So while I'm rolling the orange wood stick across the Angelina. So we're going to go to the end. I'm going to tuck it into my pressing sheet, and I'm going to take my iron and go across the orange wood stick one more time. What will happen is the back side of your bead will become dull, which is okay because it's the back side. And then we're going to let that cool for a minute. So what we'll do is we'll have a nice sharp pair of scissors so we can cut up our beads to the size that we want. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but on the back side it becomes flat and dull, and then on the front side you still have all that little sparkle going on there. So we'll push through our orange wood stick, and then we're going to cut. So nice sharp pair of scissors, and it cuts through all the layers. So your beads can be made any size that you want. If you want little beads just to add something to your quilt. You can also stitch through this with adding like another bead to it, or however you choose to do that to attach it to your quilt. And you can make them any size that you want. So we have that. So that makes quite a few little beads out of that one little roll. I think this one's kind of fun because it looks like a little firecracker to me. So you have the distance there with some of the Angelina and threads coming out, and you can just take and add some beads to it, some hot fixed crystals, and make it look like a little firecracker or a little candle on top of a cupcake. So that is how you would make some Angelina beads.